Hey there, welcome to Old School. What I like to call the new school, when the older than the youngest,
well-aged
I was trying
folks.
to make that kind.
Yeah. Experienced
are not
folks.
here.
Yes.
And a lot of people complain about that. It's they hate it when the new cats are there. Listen, if you love him, you'll let him take a day off, right?
That's fair.
And it's not even a day off, he's working.
Yeah.
He's in another state for us.
It's a busy man.
Yeah, so it's like, the kids get to come out and play.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Let them
We
in
miss
the
them
old
too, it's fine. Just like, rock with us.
This is gonna be fun.
It's Old School.
Wonderful.
It's gonna be fun. I'm Brooke Thomas.
I'm Dan Evans.
Cut to me. I'm Hank.
got this
I was
back
trying
there,
to.
Hank.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to take over. Horrible first impressions. That's what I do. I'm Hank Thompson. Hi. Nice to see you.
I figured we'd start out tonight with a funny picture that I saw. We are just gonna talk about like anything and everything tonight. But I figure we'd start with a funny picture that you two I don't think have seen before. And I think that it would be funny.
Well, let's take a look. I'm excited.
So a Twitter user posted this, right? And at first sight, I saw someone responded and they were like, oh, that's so cute. You wore plaid pants back then and now, oh, is that Rosa Parks?
Oh.
And it is. I think the kids call that a flex, right?
Yeah. I've had to Photoshop all the pictures with me and Rosa Parks. So
Stop. I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. Like
That's cool.
And he said that like she's a cousin. But
now he
cool.
knew that though. Like it wasn't like people pointed it out.
No,
like, oh my God.
Knew what?
Well, I could see like a young boy at that age, you don't know who she is, but Rosa Parks exists and
he was sitting in her lap.
I know, they don't teach history to toddlers. You gotta I'm just saying.
They do in families sometimes. I mean, I'm usually not listening, I'm paying attention.
All right.
From a narrative perspective, to have a photo of me, like, hey, look at me with this nice lady. It's the nicest, it's my Nana. And then someone goes, dude, your Nana is Rosa Parks, man. I'd be like, oh my God. I think that'd be just an exciting time. I'll stop talking. It's over for me now.
A long night.
Yes.
It's gonna be precisely 88 minutes a night.
All right. No, I'm just kidding.
Fair enough. No, I deserve it.
Okay, so I saw. So you know what? Forget what I saw because Hank has some interesting things that he wanted to talk about. One thing in particular, you wanted to talk about the politics of the grocery store checkout divider.
Yes.
What's going on, Hank?
Okay, so we all shop at the grocery store.
Indeed.
It's part of the process.
I have people do it for me. Gig economy forever.
You do.
But occasionally, I practice what you proles do. I guess that's what it's called. And I go to the Target, if you will.
So you send a victim of capitalism to go do your bidding for you because you're probably too busy and exhausted from your own horrible job.
As the poorest.
For something to show you guys, I will.
So anyway, the grocery store divider is something I notice. I pay close attention because I try to be considerate of people out in the world, and I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I'm not, although I do crave attention and validation professionally, when I'm in the world, I like to disappear. I feel safer when I don't get noticed. You understand or relate to that at all? Yeah. Anyway, the grocery store checkout divider, I just notice how, if you're not sure that this is a thing, just don't put it down and see how people react. People get real funny about whether they're gonna put their stuff close to yours or your stuff is gonna be, like as if there's an actual risk that someone's gonna buy someone else's groceries. Now, I do it, I think it's a service to the cashier because they're not paying, I don't expect them to be paying attention to us downstream putting our stuff on the belt.
Right,
so
just like
it's important for them to know that this is time to flip it. And even when it's kind of ridiculous where there's no one behind you and it's kind of obvious that it's that, I just sort of think it's a sign of respect in a way. But I noticed that people seem to be real, like if you don't put it down, they just won't put their stuff down. Not always, obviously, but it's something that is in like the human social engine grinds or spins a lot more than you'd think such a simple thing would warrant. So
I've never experienced that, but I have experienced like I have one thing, like a box of LaCroix. Because I'm that girl.
Sure.
And so I'll just put my box down and someone else has a whole bunch of stuff going down. And then if I don't grab the divider, it's like in a huff.
Right.
And it's like, girl, this one thing is mine, it's fine.
Yes.
I was gonna watch.
You can communicate a lot with the way you put it down. Some people are just, they'll look at the old.
Our things weren't gonna get mixed up. Don't worry, I wasn't gonna pay for your apples.
Right. Yeah, I've actually said that to people. I've been like, yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna buy your groceries. I'm paying attention. I will not be buying your groceries.
I mean, like, sorry, people mix the White Claw with, like you said, the apples, because you can definitely tell there's a difference between what one person is buying.
I do not buy White Claw.
What is White Claw?
White Claw is
just kidding, I would.
White Claw is like next level LaCroix.
LaCroix, it's LaCroix.
There's LaCroix and then there's White Claw. White Claw is alcoholic LaCroix.
Oh, it is LaCroix. It is not pronounced like that.
Did you pronounce it Canada Dry as well?
The company pronounces it LaCroix.
It's Canada Dry.
Oh my goodness.
Dan, saying it LaCroix the way you're saying is a real fox paw, my friend. So get it together over there.
That got a chuckle.
I thought it was
that got a
already
hard
fox.
chuckle.
I know.
That was good.
All
no,
right.
but what you're talking about, Hank, seriously, is why I was kidding maybe about the part earlier. I do self-checkout as much as possible.
You do?
Yeah, because I think
You can't buy alcohol and self-checkout, so.
Yeah, but but then I go to Bevmo because I just make an experience out of it. Because if I go like, okay, if I'm gonna buy alcohol,
thing.
yeah, if I'm gonna buy alcohol, like I want the whole experience. I want the best buy of alcohol.
Of being ID'd, you mean? Is that part of your experience?
No, I go to the establishment that doesn't card self-checkout. But I'm also over 21.
Label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pick like wine by its label.
That's its
own. Like how pretty it looks.
There's not really like a wine that I don't like, so it's like all up for grabs. So if I'm in Target, I just grab the one.
Be its own show,
with the
right?
fun label.
The label is so important, but
Yeah,
also completely
I'll drink
arbitrary.
it all.
It seems.
Yeah, it's all in the label, absolutely.
Yeah, or the shape, you get a weird shape.
Or what you're told the price is from the beginning, because they've done that test.
Under $7.
Yeah, they've done that test where like people are told wines are really expensive, and then they try it and they go, oh yeah, it's really expensive. And then they do a blind test with the same wines, and they end up pointing and saying, oh, the cheapest wines are actually the good ones.
Right. Well, you can only judge the quality of alcohol based on how bad the hangover is.
By the time I do wine tests, I usually black out, is the problem with me, so.
Hey, this is the new school. I am.
Exactly.
That is.
And new is spelled GNU, because we're cool and weird. Can I ask Dan?
Yes,
I want to bring.
Yes.
Sure.
You're sort of stepping into another topic about the checkout.
Adulthood or that's enough.
Well, adulthood itself. I mean, come on. There's a big gray area with. Are we all? Are any of us adults?
And I was like,
no, it's true.
Oh man, that's another great topic. Is how do you feel your age? But let's backburner that. So the other thing I do at the grocery store. This is my primary social life. That's why
it is the grocery store. Okay.
Yeah, basically I go. Do you ever find yourself assessing what someone's buying and being like, and judging them a little? Not maybe positively or negatively, but
no, I do the opposite thing where like I judge what I'm buying based on what other people buying. I'm like, oh, they have such like established lives. Well, that's a well-balanced diet. I'm literally just like getting whatever I'm missing. So it's like a bottle of ketchup and toothpaste.
Right.
Like
it's kind of like a window into someone's refrigerator in a way. Like you're sort of seeing a glimpse of them that's sort of intimate and private. I almost feel bad. I don't go there with the intention to be like, all right, I can't wait to see some great checkout, platters here today.
Didn't know you're such a fridge perv.
Like if you're well, you don't look into other people's medicine cabinets when you go to their house? I don't.
But you know what I would like to do? Like go to an apartment building. I would like them to have this thing like a tour where it's an apartment building where every apartment is, and I would like to go to one that's like a really fancy apartment building where every apartment is the same, so not different layouts. And I'd like to look in every single one. I am fascinated by how different people decorate the same space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no,
I don't know. I just think that would be so fun.
It's like if people were zoo animals, kind of. Like,
in what way?
Not suggesting yours.
No.
Well, like I would like you, but you want to see the decoration stuff.
I do. Yeah, I want to see like their furniture and how like where they put the couch in. I don't know. I like.
But you want to see that all like confined to everyone has the same sort of space.
Yes.
You want to see what everyone does with the same like with this
the exact same
constant.
space. Yeah. Just like walking down. That would just be so cool. Like if everyone got like in an all glass building, open their window and then you could like very clearly see like just like the kitchen and living room area.
Well,
this would be a very expensive design show, but I'm into it.
I just think that would be such a fun experience.
Call it Life in a Glass House.
Yeah. Don't throw stones or some tagline.
I want to talk to you guys about an article that was in the Post. The New York, I know. But
let's do it.
It says almost half of people don't change their underwear daily. And here's the thing. First, this is horrifying.
You're supposed to change your underwear?
Stop it. And it says, stop it.
Wait. Sorry. What was the point?
We'll put stink lines in post, little stink lines.
It said that almost 50% of people don't change their underwear every day. Here's the thing. This was done by an underwear maker. So essentially it's one of those studies that's an ad.
Yeah.
And I think you pronounce her last name Huseman, Jessica Huseman. I may be pronouncing it wrong, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Fruit of the Huseman.
I think it was months ago, there was another study that said people used pools as in place of a shower. And that was this study that went viral, and she kind of debunked it and said like, no, this is an advertisement. This company sends out this study that asks people if they've ever hopped into a pool while sweaty or something like that. And then they're using it as that. And I got that one. And so when this one comes around, she's like, we're doing it again. Don't share these. This is an underwear ad. And she's like, they probably asked the question, has anyone ever worn the same underwear 2 days in a row? And then she said, and everyone has. And I was like, I don't. And I was scrolling the replies so that someone would feel like me. But I didn't see a lot of responses. It was early, but I don't find that normal, that even one time in your life you've worn the same underwear 2 days in a row. Am I crazy?
I would say I definitely don't. I am a firm believer. I think somewhere in Leviticus, it's about like you change your underwear every time you shower. I'm not kidding. It's not in Leviticus.
Yeah, putting
every
on
time
dirty
I touch
underwear
a Bible,
after showering wouldn't.
Shimmers, yeah, but like still, yeah. But I think that's fair. But like there have been times where like I'm camping or something where it's like, okay, I don't have another pair of underwear. So
I never
like
don't have another pair. Like, do you know there's gonna be another day? Like, I don't.
No, just like you gotta live days and not understand if other days are coming. It just happens.
No, then you take it to the lake and you.
I'm not sure if lake water is necessarily.
You're just rubbing it between your hands.
It's a situation that isn't zero, but it's not more than a dozen times in my life.
I feel.
My silence is an admission. I only change my underwear on Sunday mornings on my way to church, so I don't offend God. No, but I've definitely worn underwear more than one day. I wouldn't put dirty underwear on a freshly lathered body. Well, I don't wear thongs. I mean, it's like
still.
Yeah.
Have you worn socks over again?
Of course, I do that especially when you get near the bottom of the sock pile. But often I'll just keep the socks. How gross is your body? I mean, like it's.
This is not.
When does the underwear become gross? Let's start with that.
After a day.
An hour in?
Sure. It depends. You got to know your body.
So if you put the underwear on for 5
hours
minutes,
is the max.
Take it off. It can't go back on.
Why did you take it off?
Well, just for my hypothetical. I'm just wondering. Because what you're talking about is a threshold.
5 minutes, but the next day. Bart, what are you gonna say? I feel like.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Brooke. You know, like the longest amount of time to wear underwear is like 24 hours.
Yes.
Or at the end of the day, if you come home and take a shower, you put on a new clean pair of
Especially with your
underwear.
diet. Yeah, I get it. If you have a pretty active day.
No, if you just have a day.
Change it.
The rule is if you just have a day.
So I don't think
Definitely
not all days are the same.
Oh my goodness.
You go to the mall and wander around for 10 hours, you're gonna get a little sweaty. That's a Saturday for me. You stay home and do some video editing, although that's kind of gross because you're sitting in a chair, smushing it in all day long. But
you have not given me an okay example to keep the same underwear on the next day.
I'm not trying to persuade you.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest. And I have done it because I try to stretch out my laundry budget. There's been times where I think, and maybe that's just BS justification.
It is.
Where it's more with socks, that one. Because I'm like, you can tell how flattened a sock gets when you wear it. It turns, you know what I mean? Like when you hold up two socks.
So much about you.
One that you've worn and one that you haven't worn, an unworn sock feels a little different.
Right.
It doesn't have that
it's not fresh.
That patina of life.
It's not fresh, yeah.
No, not at all. Underwear, but yeah.
Why not just go without socks?
Oh, are you crazy? That's outrageous.
I hate socks.
No, without socks.
Well, I only wear the same shoes
problem.
pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, I wear socks when I wear sneakers.
Yeah,
but other than that, I
wear
really
just,
try to avoid shoes that need socks.
Wait, no, do it on the one shot.
Oh, here we go.
No, not that one. All right.
You got it?
No, I want, this shot here.
Okay.
Gotta flex over
See?
here.
Look at that.
Look at those kicks.
Look up stretching on YouTube, everybody.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those shoes.
Oh, thank you. Picked them out myself. Kohl's, $70.
Really? You can do much better at Kohl's. You can get shoes for like $50 at Kohl's.
I know. Kohl's does Amazon returns.
Kohl's does Amazon
So that's
returns,
like
which I'm sorry, Bezos, you've got me there. It's really
My
convenient to
hypocrisy on
return
Amazon is because I despise Jeff Bezos and the billionaireism that's rampant, the monopoly, all that stuff. But I do use Amazon.
Can we? wait, I have a question.
I still want to settle this underwear debate. I was just going to say, forgive me for interrupting.
No, this is what this
I do a
show's about.
visual inspection of the underwear. Like
is
if
not
there's
okay.
any reason to change, but sometimes they'll change even when I don't have to.
You should
I
always
agree,
change
I
it when you
agree.
don't have to. Because you
But
have
then you don't
to.
have to.
No,
That's
you
the point.
always
You don't-
have to.
Commander Asher, what's going on?
Oh, yes. Okay. So you do the visual check. Do you do the sniff test?
Yeah, I have a bad sense of smell too. So if I,
That makes sense. Okay.
yeah, it pays off sometimes.
No, not in this scenario. It does.
Well, not for you all, but for me, I'm good.
But Hank,
Do you feel
wait,
attacked?
Hank, I kinda side with you on the laundry budget, but if there are certain days when I'm broke, dude, you just take your underwear and like you put it in the sink and you wash it with hot
Give 'em a
water, scrub it, and then
Friction.
you just do laundry like old school style laundry.
I guess I'm thinking like your armpits too, right? We have basically 3 armpits, 2 up top and the big one down below.
Yeah.
Leg pit, let's call it. The grosser part of this equation.
Wait, what's the big one down below?
Well, I don't want to say the word.
loins.
Oh, you're talking about like
The choke. Yeah.
So can I talk about a topic
sorry,
that Amazon
force me.
reminded me of, actually? Really
Anything
fast?
with it.
I do wanna-
Amazon
yeah.
reminded me of the topic of problematic faves. Because I was like looking and I go like, why do I have Amazon Prime, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't order stuff off it that much anymore because I avoid Jeff Bezos as much as possible.
because it's free because you're still using your old student ID.
No, I was milking that
I
for a
had
while.
just heard of someone who did that.
You had a friend, right?
Yeah. No,
No.
yeah.
I was absolutely doing that, but I am 1 year too old to continue doing that. So I had to pay out of my goddamn paycheck. And so I still have it for some reason, but no, I realized the reason I have it is because there's this show called Top Gear that came out in
Okay.
England that I used to watch as a kid. And long story short, basically the host is a bloviating idiot who punches producers, and he no longer works at the BBC, and now he works at Amazon because that's how it works. And he and these 2 other people do this show where they basically screw around with each other.
It's a car-based
Having
show, or-
cars and
yeah.
occasionally going around the world to do various acts of racism. But it's just really charming and funny outside of
Sounds
that
like
aspect.
America's foreign policy. That's a
No, but it's England, so it's even more imperial.
true. Yeah, that's fine.
So we're not going to
So,
settle
like,
the
but like, what's
great underwear debate.
The point is
obviously.
like, I'd prefer to move skid marks away from that, I guess. But like, what are your problematic faves? If you have them, like things that are,
things like-
they're bad,
like you
but you
shouldn't-
still
Hank's
participate.
problematic fave. It's the underwear.
My
that
stanky ass underwear.
he won't let go.
Yeah. Well, I was just explaining. I like that question. Let's
Let's ruminate on that.
Maybe.
Do you know who your problematic fave is?
Yeah, I just mentioned that show because that's
Oh,
the
it's
reason
that
I
show.
still give Amazon
His
a cool
participation
$120 a
in
year.
Amazon.
I don't.
Is to watch that show.
No.
I feel hypocritical about. I don't think I forgive myself for the hypocrisy because I think demanding purity in a very stressful world, is just adding stress to something you really will never achieve.
But Hank, I'm Catholic.
So I was going to say though about the part of the equation. That's the thought I wanted to just finish, and we can move on.
Oh, we're going back to
I'm
underwear.
happily could talk about underwear forever, but what comes out of the bodies, the armpits, soaking in sweat, feeding this bacteria colony, which creates all the odor that we have to fight off with aluminum, with heavy doses of daily aluminum. That's deodorant. You get what I'm saying.
You're not stabbing
and
yourself.
what's
Do you remember
coming
when I
out?
accidentally bought that aluminum-free deodorant?
Yeah,
Did you
that
rub
was
Did you have to rub like a soda can on your head? Oof, this
Yes.
ain't working.
It was a moment.
But what comes out, the reason your underwear is so gross, and the reason your shirts can get stained and sweated, and people have different levels of that too, people are different, is because the output is what's disgusting. It's the human body. And I'm not trying to shame or suggest the human body is disgusting. I'm just saying that we are, and it's gross.
Well,
and so we're all like that.
Well, wait.
So like putting on a pair of underwear that doesn't have any visible signs / odor signs of needing to be changed,
Nah.
Like a Saturday. Like, oh,
No.
it's a whole weekend? What do you
I mean, like,
why change?
There was a time when human beings didn't understand germs because we didn't see them, but the plague was still spreading around. So I think like you have to do a little bit more than just like look and smell. Like in desperation times, desperate times, desperate measures. But I am a fan of the, as a rule, change every day, if not more. Like
Craig,
you go to
you're
the
very
gym.
quiet over there about this. Where do
I
you
am going
stand?
to
You're
cause
very
the plague.
quiet.
Yeah, I'd like a tiebreaker somewhere.
Yeah. Don't be quiet. That means you do it. Complicit silence is.
Underwear or go buy new ones.
Okay, wash
Craig's
them
on
in the
team,
sink,
wear
buy
clean
new
underwear or
ones.
buy new
Don't wear the same ones twice in a row.
Laundry. Don't even wash them in the sink.
ones. Wash them in the sink.
Anything, just yeah.
What about pants? Do you have to? Can you wear
No,
pants more than one day?
No, I will
Blue jeans,
cancel
like-
way more.
Yeah. Pants.
Okay.
Like
That's
jeans?
good.
Why are
Oh my
pants-
goodness, yeah.
I mean, what's
Because
different?
of the underwear.
So if you weren't wearing underwear, basically then pants
Would
become
never
underwear.
not wear
Underwear,
underwear
that'd
with
just be rough.
jeans.
That would be pretty risky.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I mean,
I'm
I probably
looking down
change my
here at our
underwear
topic.
5 times to 6 or 7 times a week. I'd up that because it's not like I intentionally
That's good.
don't. It's just like there are
We're here for you.
definitely like a Saturday where I'm like I'm good. I don't need to change my underwear. I don't because you don't have to shower every day.
You mentioned a television show that's kind of problematic but you watch it. Do any of you have like a secret guilty pleasure television show outside of that one?
Go ahead, Dan. If you already have I have an answer. If you'd like me to start.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I used to be really into The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Okay,
I'm
I
not sure if that
respect
qualifies. Yeah.
No, I like Flavor of Love reruns on Hulu.
See. I like
You
that.
also
My
taken Love
answer was
Island
sort of
for
a
a day,
gateway
Oh.
drug to yours.
Love Island is not a guilty pleasure, okay? It is a joy. It is a gift from the Lord, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
I did a brief foray into this like whole world of like dating for the trash of it TV.
Okay.
And Bachelors in Paradise I think is like
Oh, that's a good show.
top notch
I mean,
of
yeah.
this whole category.
That's a
Those
good
shows,
show.
Love Island. I haven't seen Love Island, but I've heard of it. It's like Bachelor in Paradise, right?
Well, no.
No?
So like Bachelor in Paradise is like very simple, I think. But and like all the people in Bachelor in Paradise somewhat know of each other
It's a-
because
it's a
they've all
recurring
watched the
cast
show.
of-
Yeah. But it is similar because like it's like bringing in new people every once in a while, but Love Island is just, it's produced so well to just be messy.
Okay.
And
Which
so,
is entertaining.
yeah, like they start out with like 5 girls, they're standing in a row. There's 5 guys, they bring in 1 guy at a time. Each girl steps forward if she likes the guy. So let's say 3 girls step forward, right? This guy picks the girl he wants to couple up with. So he goes and stands by her. Then they bring another guy out and the girls think he's even hotter. So the girl who's coupled up already, she steps forward again and this guy steals him. So it's just messy.
So is the first guy then?
And it's just goofy. He goes on the reserves bench.
Man, they should have me sitting on the reserve bench.
And then, wait, and so
Me too,
then
buddy. Me too,
everybody
pal.
is coupled up,
Yeah.
right? So at the end of that moment, all 5 people are linked, right? And then before the day's over, they bring in a 6th guy who is the ultimate like hottest
The
guy
ringer,
ever.
just like the-
right. And then they're like, tomorrow you're gonna have a recoupling ceremony. The guy left without a couple gets sent home. And it's just
man.
so like and then they just like keep bringing in like every couple days, like new girls, man. And after a while, like you've been coupled up with, all they do is lay out at the pool all day. That's it.
That's all these shows is
That's it.
ultimately like what they show on camera.
That's why
Right.
there's no Alaska version.
So
of
after
this.
like a month, you've been spending all day with this one guy, and so like it's possible there's like a couple like official couples. So basically, they've exhausted the idea of just like bringing in a couple new girls or a couple new guys every couple days because that's not gonna turn your head. So what they do is they split the women and men up, send the women to another villa across the city where there's like 6 different new men, and then bring in 6 new girls to where the guys are.
Okay.
And they
And
spend an entire week there.
Separating that they might be
They
established
separate couples
before they do-
exactly,
oh,
and
wow.
then it shakes it up because like at the end of that week, the girl may decide, you know what, I like this new guy better, and it's just messy. It's total trash TV. It's messy, and it's so entertaining to watch.
What I want to know is Walt Disney planning like a live action ride? Maybe, like those rides where they spray you with stuff and odors and things. You think that'll happen?
What?
Well, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean ride, isn't there? You know,
I mean,
I'm saying we could build this brand out.
Of
Be
like-
like a Love Island ride at Disney World. One of those 3D, 4D
We're like
rides.
hot
where
guys
I think
just
that'd
jump
be
out
cool.
at
like,
you.
like pheromones and spray tan hits you in the face out of the seat in front of you, you know? Like it shakes around a little
It
bit.
definitely sounds like one for California Adventure.
What's that? Is that a
Specific part of Disneyland for
Oh.
Greece.
I have no
let's
desire to
say.
go to Disneyland unless
but
it's
Who do you think would have had the best Twitter account out of everybody in the Bible?
the guy who spilled the salt, obviously. Because he's a bad boy. Bad boys have good Twitter accounts.
I'd say one of the lepers following Jesus, because like I feel like everyone else who's like has secrets. First of all, get around the mechanics of like leper using Twitter with the thumbs and shit. But around the mechanics of that, like supposedly he hung around with like prostitutes and things like that. They're more likely to keep a secret, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the leper, I feel like, would be the one to spill all the tea.
I would
Yeah, I got nothing to lose.
say
Basically.
Yeah.
Noah.
Oh.
Why would that not be cool? Or Cain? Because I feel like
Because he-
very messy.
Well, Noah would be the
know?
one on Instagram who just like posts a bunch of pictures.
You're right. Noah would
Yeah.
have the best
It'd be all
Instagram.
animal-
You're
it'd be
right.
all
Noah would have the
unlikely animal
best
friendships.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, which are the best.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
You want to talk about bare feet on planes?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
okay. I
bare
think
feet.
there's a very specific rule about this. It depends on what class of flight you're in. Like,
Okay.
is it business or first or proletariat class?
Okay.
Is it like how long is the flight? How much leg room do you have? And there is definitely like a smell factor because if it's
But
a problem,
you're saying
then
there's
you do
any
more.
room. It's okay in some
No,
circumstances.
I'm saying that if you're on like a 1 hour boom and zoom kind of flight, like what are you doing? Keep your shoes on, you maniac. But like if it's like a Australia flight and you want to take off your shoes, I have a little bit of sympathy as long as you're not like killing flowers with your feet or something.
I am a trash person. I take my shoes off everywhere, anytime, anywhere. I have never left my shoes on a plane. And I didn't even think of like how gross it was and how weird it is until you see those pictures of people completely barefoot with like their foot up on somebody's arm rest.
Well, that's what.
Okay, that's just
those are the ones that
disrespectful.
make.
So
it
that's crazy,
into
but like I
our
always have on socks and
They're
like
going to hell.
sneakers, and then I will like unlace my sneakers and take my shoes out.
And your
again.
socks come off?
No, my socks don't come off. Oh no, my socks
All
don't come
right,
off.
well,
And
that's-
then I'll like like sit on
Yeah.
my foot or something. Like you know how like
Yeah.
you like
Take
sit
your-
like crisscross into. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
but
I
I
get it.
feel I
Well,
realize
I-
now that this is weird.
I can't do that because I have long legs and the leg room thing doesn't work for me because
Yeah.
your boy flies coach.
I am a short person.
So I had the same issue. Being tall is where us tall guys.
It's
pay the
not
price on
easy
airplanes. Not
being
that I would
a
choose.
tall man in the world.
Oh, well, I
It's
don't.
really-
I
It's-
think that the grass is always greener.
Let's extol the
No, this is that thing where you're complaining about having abs. It's like, oh, it sucks having abs at the beach. Everybody looks at me.
I hate walking
That's
and
what
accidentally
happens.
running into branches and overgrowth. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
If there are a few times, is that 2 minutes? Sorry.
Yeah, 2-minute
Okay,
warning.
sorry.
You're
It's
supposed to
not-
act like you didn't see it. You're supposed to.
I know, I'm an amateur. I was worried we missed the
just
first
kidding.
one.
Hey,
Yeah, I get it.
just
No, we're 2
kidding.
minutes over actually.
I deserve it. Being tall issues at old movie theaters. They've updated movie theaters, no longer a problem. Flying on Spirit Airlines, I spent an entire 4 hours feeling the back of the person in front of me. I have really long femurs. They'd make great weapons during the apocalypse, but that's about the only good part. No, but tall, and I'm not that tall. What are you, 6'2"?
I am. I'd love to put that on my dating profiles,
Yeah.
but I'm more like on a good day 6 even.
Okay, I'm coming up on 6'3", 6'9".
Why do men lie about how tall they are so often? Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Because
Why?
women never lie.
It's no.
Well, because
we
women-
don't.
Men lie because women care.
That's an appropriate answer.
Two very different kinds of answers there.
Like,
There's 2 different kinds of people.
the thing is,
I'm Dan and I'm running for president.
I'm Hank and I'm Dan's speechwriter.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Why do women care? It's the real question. I'm not suggesting we should blame women for that either, by the way. I'm not trying to assign causation. There's definitely correlation.
okay, I want to keep the plane talk because I have another.
Yeah.
I have another question about like plane etiquette.
Yeah.
Sure.
But first we have to say goodbye to our YouTube viewers, but hopefully they're gonna move over to tyt.com. They're still listening. You can listen to this on the podcast. So you should be a member. If you're not a member, it's tyt.com/join.
Absolutely.
And that's, I mean, come on. Like, what do you think?
Get a ton of
What do you
content.
think?
You'll even see us as people
Yeah.
all around on shows.
Add it to your list of good decisions this week.
Like what you see? Of course you did, it was old school. So click the subscribe button below and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another video from the Young Turks.
You got a question?